Good morning. Good morning, class. Hello, how are you? Okay, today we will continue our study about introduction to microeconomics. And today I would like to share to you, to explain to you about the economic models. Please, while you see this video, please please read your economic handout. Okay, now take a look at your slide, economic models. When I'll talk to you about theoretical models, I also need to explain about the verification of economic models, the general feature of economic models, development of the economic theory of value, and also the modern developments. As we know that the main goal of this part is to introduce you to the most important model that economists use to explain the behavior of consumer and firms. These models are central to the study of all areas of economics. So it is essential to understand both the need for such model and the basic framework used to develop them. In verification of economic models, there are the profit maximization model, testing assumption, testing prediction, optimization assumption, importance of empirical analysis. And in general feature of economic models, we will discuss about the ceteris paribus concept, positive normative distinction. Next to development of the economic theory of value, we will discuss about the theory of early economic thought, and then the founding of modern economics. Next, we will discuss about labor theory of value, of exchange value, and then the marginalist revolution, Marshallian supply and demand synthesis, and then we will discuss a little about general equilibrium models, and also its production possibility frontiers and modern and welfare economics, I mean. So based on that details, then we know that there is a modern development in theoretical model. Of course, the use of mathematical foundation is a need, and then there are also some new tools for studying market in reality, and the economic of uncertainty and information, and also computer and empirical analysis. Let's see one by one from the theoretical models. Okay, when we imagine about a modern economy, we know that a modern economy is very complicated entity. There are lots of firms, there are a lot of individuals, there are a lot of goods, and there are also a lot of services that provided in the market. So we imagine that thousands of firms engage in producing millions of different goods and services. Millions of individuals work in all sorts of occupation and make decisions about which of these goods to buy or services to get. Take sugar, for example, gula. Sugarcane, tebu, must be harvested at the right time and shipped to processor who turn them into sugar and as ingredients of numerous of delicacies such as cake, ice cream, chocolate, and so on. These processors in turn must make certain that their products arrive at thousands of retail outlets such as Indomaret, Alfamart, Alphamidi, Giant, Hypermart, and also traditional retail in your neighborhood area. So these retail outlets should make sure that the sugar meet the demand in the proper quantities. So because it would be impossible to describe the features of just these sugar markets in complete detail, so economists have chosen to abstract from the complexities of real world and to develop rather simple models that capture the essentials. Just as a roadmap, this is a simple analogy, a roadmap, sebuah peta jalanan. It is helpful even though it does not record every house or every store. So economic model of, say, the market for sugar in this case are also very useful, even though they do not record every minute feature of the sugar economy. So the use of models indeed is widespread in both the physical and social sciences. Let's see other simple analogy. In physics, the notion of a perfect vacuum or an ideal gas is an abstraction that permits scientists to study real-world phenomena in simplified setting. Another example, in chemistry, the idea of an atom or a molecule is in actually a very simplified model of the structure of matters. Let's see another example, such as architects use mock-up models to plan buildings or maquette. We used to say it maquette. Based on that detail, based on that explanation, economists model perform similar function. They portray the way individuals make decisions. They portray individuals make decisions. The way firms behave, the way in which these two groups interact to establish market. So, how to make these economic models verify? Of course, not all models prove to be good. Not all models prove to be good. An important purpose of scientific investigation is to sort out, is to filter the bad models from the goods. So the general method have been used for verifying economic models. First is direct approach, which seeks to establish the validity of the basic assumption on which a model is based. Second, indirect approach, which attempt to confirm validity by showing that a simplified model correctly predicts real-world events. For example, let me explain to you that not all models prove to be good. For example, do you recall the theory of Earth center model of planetary motion devised by Ptolemy? Ptolemy. How to pronounce it? Ptolemy. It was eventually discarded because it proved incapable of explaining accurately how the planets move around the sun. So that is an example that not all models prove to be good. I will continue this video later. And I will send you part by part. And for now, I ask you to read your handouts. And I also will send you some inbox, some example to be read. During this day, I will send you some part of the video. And later, I will compile the videos and arrange it into a unity of economics model video. Okay, class, please visit the LMS, the e-learning site, and don't forget to send me your voice note that indicated that you are present, that you are attend to the class online. See you to the next video. Good morning all.